How did it develop? We had a 3-on-1 break, and Rondo being the great quarterback that he is, I thought he was going to throw the lob. Also, he faked the defender out. I think it was Hunter who he faked out, but I thought he should have threw the lob. So he hit me with a fake pass, so I hit him with a fake block.
LeBron, there aren't about the pass to Dwight between the legs.
I don't know. It just developed. Sometimes plays just develop on their own, and it's my job as the ball handler to see the whole floor. And Dwight was trailing down the middle. I caught a glimpse of him in my peripheral, and I just tried to look off the defense and saw big fella trailing down the middle and just try to put it on target.
LeBron, not many guys remaining from 2003 that were on the court. To see your rookie year, just wondered this last matchup with Vince and kind of what he's meant to the league and all the matchups you've had against him over the years.
Well, we played against each other a lot, regular season, postseason. So I think he's meant a lot to all the franchises that he's played for. Especially Toronto, the years he had there, the years that he had in New Jersey were really good as well. And so on and so on. Dallas, here, he's just been, he probably will go down as the greatest in-game dunker of all time. And then, once his athleticism, he wasn't dunking as much, then he started shooting that tray ball at an effortless, clip. I just think it's professionalism. And, him just always keeping his mind and his body in shape has allowed him to play this many years. And, the game has seen a good one.
It seems like you've been having a lot of fun this season. What's changed as far as, you enjoying yourself? We saw you do the shimmy earlier today. What has changed?
What's changed from what?
As far as you having fun, it's like you having more fun this season than normal. Or it appears that way.
Nah. I don't agree.
With LeBron got 5 or 6 runs, is it possible to view a game like this as a trap game, or is that something to talk about?
No, we don't talk about it. We understand that every game creates its own challenges. And, if we don't come out with the mindset to try to win and execute the right way, then we can be beat by anyone, no matter the record. Because we know when we play teams, no matter what their record are, above 500, below 500, that they're going to give us their best shot, and we got that tonight.
Hey, LeBron, you kind of referenced it. Frank said that he's going to rely on you in terms of how to handle sort of a long-term plan for I hate to use the term load management, but like health and stuff like that. How honest do you have to be with yourself, and how long-term do you have to think? I know you want to be out there if you're feeling good, but how do you balance that?
What do you mean?
I mean, how do you decide? I mean, is it a matter?
If I'm healthy, I play.
That's just going to be your approach all year.
I mean, that should be the approach. I mean, unless we're getting to late in the season, we've clinched and we can't get any better or any worse, and it could benefit from that. But I mean, why wouldn't I play if I'm healthy? It doesn't make any sense to me personally. I mean, I don't know how many games I got left in my career. I don't know how many kids that may show up to a game that they're to come see me play, and if I sit out, then what? That's my obligation. My obligation is to play for my teammates, and if I'm healthy, then I'm gonna play. If coach sits me out, then I'm not healthy, and it's just that simple.
Last two questions.
You referenced it earlier, LeBron.
I hear too many questions.
LeBron, you referenced it earlier, but just how rewarding was it to sneak in this trip to Columbus and see not only your son but also all your old teammates?
Well, I mean, I went there for one reason, and one reason only is to support my son and his team. But along that way, I knew that my guys were going to be in town, and we communicated about this a long time ago, that if I was able to make it, we would do a dinner before the game, come together and see one another and just, pick it back up like we never left. And, it was my son's eighth high school game, and it was my first that I was able to be at live. So to have all our family, my wife and my daughter, my mom was there, my father-in-law, my sister-in-law, my cousins, all my friends and people that I've grew up with and seen in my hometown growing up was all there. My mentor and father figure, Coach Drew Joyce, was on the other side coaching St. Vincent St. Mary, and my best friends. It was a surreal moment for not only for myself, but my family and friends was talking about it as well, just to seeing how things had come full circle. Seeing my son out playing in our home state versus my alma mater, playing in front of our family and friends. It was like everyone was kind of telling me it was almost like I was back. in high school all over again, watching my son play. So it was one of the greatest moments in my life so far.
Last
Hey, tell us about the play between the leg bounce to Dwight.
Y'all want another one? We already got that one.
One more right here, LeBron, real quick. Speaking of your son, have you thought about potentially making history by coming the first father and son to play in the league at the same time?
The way my body feel right now, post game, no, absolutely not. But listen, I mean, through the grace of God and through the grace of health, we will see what happens. But at the end of the day, it's not promised that my son can make it to this level. But we don't even discuss that, and we don't even get involved in that. We live every day by every day, and how he can continue to be a great teammate. Be a positive role model to his little brother and little sister, and when he leaves the house, continue to hold the James last name with the utmost respect, because it's not just about him. And when I leave the house, it's not just about me. It's about our family and what we've created. So this is right here is being in the NBA is extra credit as far as life. If you're able to make it, and you don't never take it for granted. This is all cool and well and dandy, but it's so much more to life, especially when you're raising a family.
It's pretty cool. We talked about this with Allie in the pregame show, what it meant to LeBron to go see his son play against his alma mater. He talked about it right there again, and he's just having fun out there, Rob. And it showed in his game tonight, just kind of that energy he probably found from yesterday. So break it down with a little Access 360.
Yeah, sometimes you need something to rejuvenate you. You got to find it from wherever you can. He found it from his son and watching Sierra King beat up his old high school. Here you got 360. Right here you got JaVale will give you a little hand action, keeping your hand active. LeBron sees that. Case if he has secured the basketball, you know what? It's a track meet right now, young fella. You from Virginia, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get smoked and dunked on you. Here, now you got another possession. Go ahead. Good defense by Dilley. Good help side defense by Howard. Now we off to the races again. Now we got another pass right here from, who is that? Rondo to LeBron. LeBron with a little skirt right there to get to the hole. Now this is the good one that everybody's been talking about. Here's the fake alley-oop to LeBron. Made LeBron mad. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a fake too, a fake block.
That's
Rondo
my favorite thing.
with the layup. That's when you know you're having a little too much fun out there on the court. Here, you got pick and roll by LeBron. LeBron goes, you know what? I'm gonna do the spin cycle, up, dunk on you. Spin around you, go around you, dunk on you. Right here, we got another little fast break of LeBron. LeBron says, you know what, AD, I like your effort in running, but I see my man, Mr. Superman, trailing for a dunk that's similar to how he won the slam dunk contest. Over the top, Mr. Howard did. Now, shot clock running down. Trae Young, this is your building. I can do the same thing you do way downtown, from the hash mark, from Peachtree.
LeBron and Rob are having fun, big game.
I just can't believe the energy that LeBron exudes, every night.
He was tired after
in the middle. He was tired after last game. He's tired after this game. But when the ball goes up, he's playing with a lot of energy.
I like how he's swatting some of those dumb reporters' questions. And I used to be one of those reporters, but some of the questions tonight were so-so.
Put the action in front of the dumb reporter.
It's ridiculous what he's doing in year 17, to be honest with you.
Rob used to swat those reporters' questions, too.
Rob was not a nice man. More to come on Access. AD goes for
The thing about the Lakers is they'll scare you. They will scare you right down the stretch, especially going against a team like Atlanta. And this is the game I worry most about, because this is the middle game of a 5-game road trip. And they would kind of have been struggling with the Orlando game, with the Miami Heat game, even though the Miami Heat was the best team that they played so far. But this game was a game that made me fear them, because you come in Atlanta and you say, okay, they're not that good. They're the worst team in the East. They got Trae Young, and Trae Young get out. But they played them close, and they had a lot of turnovers. That lets me know that they weren't focused.
James, one win away. You beat the Pacers, which we all are a little bit scared about. That's a sneaky one, game 4 on the trip. They will have a chance to tie that 71-72 record of 16 road wins in a row in Milwaukee. Milwaukee might be on a big win streak still at that point. That could be a lot of fun. But you had to get through this one first.
Yes, still in contention. They still have an opportunity to get to that 16th win on the road. That would be remarkable. But I just feel like at some point one of these type games is going to catch up with them. They've had a few of them.
Like Memphis, Chicago.
Yeah, and they've been able to close them out. That shows signs that they are capable. But I think, they're they're going to have to really focus in on Indiana to get to Milwaukee. You want to go to Milwaukee undefeated. You don't want to go in there losing the game. Yeah. But I just like the fact that, Rondo tonight came in with 11 points, a stabilizer, didn't allow them to get out of control. Atlanta was never able to, come back and take a lead and put them in trouble. So the fact that they were able to sustain that's positive on the road.
Yeah, I really thought that Indiana in 2 days was going to be the trap game, right? The Lakers have lost 6 in a row in Indiana. LeBron, a lot of crazy playoff history there. But it turns out this might have been the trap game, and maybe the Lakers got out of it. Mm-hmm. I say trap game in relation to the big Milwaukee game on Thursday, obviously. Lakers kind of fell in love with that three, and it was not loving them back, guys. 16% behind the arc. We were talking before the game. They've been shooting the three really well all season, tied for 6th in the league. Not today, though.
Listen, you see LeBron James right there. Yesterday, you got to see his son, Bronny, play in his native town of Ohio against his alma mater, which was really cool for him, and he was back and scoring 32 tonight, and now you see him signing his shoes. He will be talking to Mike Trudell shortly, and LeBron James and Anthony Davis combining for 52 points, 26 rebounds, 10 assists, and 5 blocks, Rob. So on nights like tonight where you think, man, the Lakers are doing everything they can to kind of give this one away, they don't deserve to win. At the end of the day, they have the 2 best players by far on the court, and superstars get it done. And listen, this is life in the NBA. You go on the road, you go on that East Coast trip, these kind of games can be close. Orlando was no picnic. Miami was a great game that they were up for. But today, we knew this would be kind of an ugly game, and it was.
Yeah, it was very ugly. It's one of these games that we was also talking about, should LeBron rest in this game? After hurting his elbow and making the trip and playing a lot of minutes, been looking fatigued in that Heat game. But he persevered. He came out and he did what he's supposed to do. This is a true sign of a true champion. He came out. He took care of business. He wanted everybody to know, hey, we're not going to lose in the road. We're going to go out. I'm going to do everything I can. He scored, with 18 and 19 points in the second quarter.
17 in the second.
17 in the second quarter. And he was just taking over. I've never seen him dunk that many times in the first half since he was a young guy. And so that lets you know he was energized, he was engaged, and he was ready to roll.
All right, let's go back to Atlanta. LeBron is with Mike Trudell.
All right, LeBron, it looked like you just brought the jersey and the shoes over. Was that Oak that's over there?
No, yeah, that's Uncle Oak over there. But I gave my jersey to Lil Boosie, one of my favorite rappers growing up, and 80s man. So he asked for it, so he got it. But it's good. It's good. We got a lot of fans here.
All right, so last night you get to watch your son play. I heard at halftime you told Rachel Nichols how that kind of inspired you, got you excited to come here. We saw some of that today. Just how does that go through your head as you're now on this floor, your son last night?
It's just a blessing. It's a blessing. It's an honor to play the game that I love to play. Playing in front of Laker Nation and also, people all the way around the world, and just try to do what's best for the team to try to help them win throughout the course of the game. And, to be there and see my son last night, to see what he was able to accomplish with his team and his friends, and for us to come out here to get a win, it's pretty cool.
A lot of highlight plays today, probably the best, the between-the-legs pass to Dwight, but how about when Rondo faked the alley-oop to you and then you went for the fake block? Is that what happened on that one?
Yeah, because he's supposed to throw that lob, being the cerebral point guard that he is. He's supposed to throw that lob, so I tried to go get a block, and I was unsuccessful at both.
Now, you weren't actually going to touch it, though. It was the fake block. Come on, you were going to get it.
No, he hit me with the fake pass, so I hit him with the fake block.
That's all right. Last thing, just another win on the road, LeBron. You keep stacking these things up. It wasn't easy tonight. Guys weren't hitting shots, turnovers, but what's been consistent about this team to get these victories?
No matter what the game presents itself, we've been able to, figure it out. We couldn't throw a quarter in the ocean tonight. And we were turning the ball over. And versus a young team, you can't do that. You give them so many opportunities. But just being resilient and relying on our defense, knowing that we can get stops in critical times, and just trying to execute on the other end.
I appreciate it. Don't want to keep AD waiting anymore.
Damn, you still got it.
All right, guys. LeBron James leading the Lakers to yet another victory on the road.
Indeed, Mike, and they actually combined for 59 points. I think I shortchanged them there by 7. 26 rebounds. They combined for 5 blocks. LeBron had 7 assists. They had 13 rebounds each. Really impressive night, Big Game James, from your 2 superstars. I know AD twisted his ankle. I'm sure we'll hear more about that as the postgame show goes on, and we'll be monitoring that, I'm sure, on Monday. But he stayed in the game and made a difference, especially on the defensive end.
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago, we were talking about what you need when you go on the road. And I said, you got to start with some defense.
Yeah.
And Rob said, you need some horses when you go on the road.
How about both?
and that's exactly it. The defense wasn't always there tonight, but they had those horses tonight, man. Both LeBron and AD, carried this team. I'm not sure they would have been able to